And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Lumberjacks and the Hawks next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Anchorage taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Go. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20, DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy will look to throw again here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Purdy now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, Coach.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 21 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that.
And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he gets this to Thornton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0. Audience ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, it's Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Taking it about the 1. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That is caught. Yeah, I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. But he'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go play action here on first down. And his
throw is going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Purdy. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15 and a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Purdy. Got his man. It's Thornton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throw finding Fulton over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So we are at halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
Here's Purdy.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. McCaffrey running up the
offense time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all... To me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, battle at the line and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The extra point try now for Moody. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. A lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
It's taken to the 26. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a 1st down here And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.